somewhere in the world, Dan is walking. And today, he's talking to you. I'm Laura, and this is Walk and Talk with Dan Watkins.
What's up? I am driving back from Las Vegas, and I'm fortunate enough that my car is driving itself. And so I get to talk to you all. I'm going to share a failure of mine that has been a repeat failure that's really, really tough for me to go in and learn. There was a group called a consultant called Chris Holmberg, and he came and he worked with us at Qualtrics for a while, and he said there's three different types of people in the business world, and they each kind of gravitate towards one thing. There are the me's that just kind of love doing work on their own. They get energy and kind of individual contributor work and just kind of executing individually. There are the we's, which are the individuals that get energy from working together as a team. And they need that connection to lots of different people. And then there are the it's, and that's where I fit. And it's where you just have a fascination for business process and constantly finding new and better ways of making that business process operate well. And so as I've gone in and I've led the database and we've built out just an incredible recruiting and revenue consulting organization, one of my many problems when I get into the thick of it with clients, and I've repeated this over and over, and I'm trying to get better now, is I focus on the it. What is the core business problem? Forgetting that not everybody else in the business is as fired up by that. And real world examples of helping a company is a little over 100 million in revenue a year. The executive team had been through a lot together. All of them equally committed that the business needed to move forward. But there are a lot of, in any organization, there are a lot of egos. There's a lot of personality. There's a lot of emotional needs that are in there. And for people like me, where there's joy, but in the work itself, joy in the ability to go in and just get the process fixed, you can miss out on that others are needing that we component. And so what I'm going to talk a little bit about, and what ended up costing me is individuals, when I don't focus on the we, where I'm building deep and meaningful relationships, particularly cross-functionally. I tend to do it really well on the team that I'm managing or the team that I'm responsible for or working with. But where I struggle is on cross-functional collaboration. This is Chris Beckstead actually was the first one that kind of really pointed that out to me. He's like, Dan, you spend a lot more time with your peers on the executive team at Qualtrics. And so when I did that well, I could be working on the it, which was my favorite part. And then the team, when I wasn't in the room, those cross-functional executives were equally pushing to get it done. When I've gone into consulting clients and I go into execution mode, just doing everything in my power to fix the problem, but don't spend enough time building relationships cross-functionally, getting plenty of time to actually go and communicate what are we doing and why, and soliciting feedback so they feel equally part of it, it doesn't matter how good the idea is, it ends up failing. And so when I've had consulting projects that end prematurely, almost never because I'm really good at the it, is it because the process wasn't the right process. It's because I didn't spend enough time building that relationship cross-functionally. What I've been trying to do to make that better is Mason actually is a sales rep for me at SecureHawk. He's like, Dan, I can work all day and I'm going to go and succeed, but you and Dustin are pretty intense when it comes to just, you're going to go and get the work done. Finding ways to congratulate others. And so something I'm trying to do now is to spend more time, not just building relationships cross-functionally in the clients that I'm working in, but more time thanking them. Sending just a positive note on the impact that they had. It could be a lesson that you learned. It doesn't even have to be about work. It could be a political lesson. Somebody shared their political view that was different to you and you learned something from it. I did that just yesterday. Could be sending messages of gratitude to your partner network and letting them know how much you appreciate them. When I've screwed up and I've lost clients, and it's like lost clients prematurely, It was because I didn't spend enough time building them up, letting them know how much I actually did care about them because I was so focused on the it they thought I didn't. But they were wrong, but it's my fault that they were wrong. So I challenge you as a leader, if you're a me person where you just love working individually, you might want to partner up with some it people that love the process and how it affects the rest of the business. Partner up with some we people who are really going to focus on bringing the whole team along. If you're a we person, make sure that similarly you're including the introverts that may just enjoy working individually as part of your team. Make them part of your we. Dig into the details on the it. If you can pull all three of those together, you'll have more success.
Which one are you? A me, a we, or an it? Take our test and find out. The link is in the description. And if you want to suggest a topic for a future episode, just leave it in the comments. This podcast is brought to you by Database, your partner in building revenue teams that actually perform.